Hi, this is Dr. Noel Lloyd for 5-Star Management. In this short video today, I'm going to share with you what I call the most dangerous questions in all of chiropractic. Good doctors, when they start asking themselves these questions, are in real trouble. I will show you what they are so you can avoid them and give you the right questions to ask yourself so that you can ensure your future success. So what do I mean by dangerous questions? You know, over decades I've coached literally thousands and thousands of doctors, and there's a conversation that some people bring to their coaching that I have learned is extremely dangerous. In fact, it is the best predictor of future failure that I've ever run into. And you need to understand what these questions are and be able to avoid those questions because it reveals a thought process that's extremely destructive. And in this next segment, I will not only show you what those questions are. Number one, I will give you a replacement for the wrong question that virtually every single time guarantees success. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm on the phone, I'm coaching with a doctor, and he says this to me. He says, "How come this always happens to me?" And you know what? Something just felt rough about that. And what I was hearing was what I later identified as victim speak. People who speak like victims put the focus of power and action outside themselves. In other words, they are in the tide and they're being pushed out to sea or they're being drawn toward the shore. It's not up to them. It's luck. It's circumstances. It's things external. So victim speak is what I call the most accurate predictor of future failure because the thought process behind that is that it's not up to me. It's up to my circumstances. I was born into the wrong family. I got the wrong education. I'm practicing in the wrong area. The big company in my town gave up insurance, or whatever the external circumstance is. Now, would you like to know what the only right question that I can think of is? And that is when faced with some type of problem where somebody might say, "How come this always happens to me?" You ask this simple question: what do I need to do in order to get what I want? I'll say it again. What do I need to do in order to get what I want? So let me tell you why this question is so powerful. So what do I need to do? It asks me a question that spurs an action. So the question is, what's the first thing I need to do in order to get what I want? Now, it might be that I hook up with a bunch of guys and girls that are headed in the right direction and that I can use their momentum as being part of a group. People join 5-Star for that all the time. Headed in the right direction. I like your goals. I like your ethics. I like where you guys are headed. Let me get with you guys and then start to discuss ideas that have been solutions for those problems instead of throwing up your hands and acting like a victim. If you throw up your hands and act like a victim, you know there's no right answer to the question, how come this always happens to me? There's no right answer to that question. There's a wonderful set of answers, and sometimes the first set of answers would be to what do I need to do in order to get what I want is open up my management book or get on the telephone or watch a webinar or go to a video or share with a staff person my goals and brainstorm this particular problem that we're faced with. So the dangerous question puts the focus of power outside you. The success question that will start you headed in the right direction, get you unstuck, is what do I need to do in order to get what I want? And even a better version of that question is what's the first thing I do? And the first thing is usually easy. I talk about doing the first, best, and easiest thing. The first thing is usually the best thing, and it's frequently the easiest thing to do. And sometimes it's just picking up the phone and making a phone call. This is Dr. Noel Lloyd for 5-Star Management. I want you to listen to your own conversation. Make sure that you're not speaking to yourself or your staff or your patients or anybody else like a victim. That in your conversation, you're taking personal responsibility in order to take the first, best, and easiest action step to start the ball rolling to get unstuck. And if we can help you here at 5-Star Management, you can get in touch with us. Our number and our email addresses and our contact information is on the website where you're watching this video right now. This is Dr. Noel Lloyd for 5-Star Management, and I know that helps.